Hello everyone, and to all who come to this happy place, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I make loads of Disney content here on my channel. So I was sitting here prepping. Tomorrow my friend Carly is coming over and we're going to make our St. Patrick's Day ears for our trip to Disney next week. Oh my goodness, we're going next week. Okay, anyway. So we're going to be in Disney on St. Patrick's Day. My spring break happens to fall in line with that, so we're off from the 18th to 23rd. So I am flying down on the 16th with Carly. She is staying until Wednesday, which is the 20th, and then I'm staying until the 25th. So we are super excited, and since we're going to be there for St. Patrick's Day, we are going all out, let me tell you. We're making shirts. I'm going to make a video on that, but that's not going to be part of this. I'm going to show you all the other stuff that we purchased. We went shopping yesterday to buy things. We're making ears. We got some other accessories. So I'm going to show you what we got while I prepare some stuff so that it's faster tomorrow. We only have the weekend or the evenings to work on stuff because I have school during the day. So yeah, let's just get started. So I have ordered these before. It's a bag. Let me open them. This was $12.69 on Amazon, I think. Somewhere, $12 and some cents. But they're just plain black Mickey ears. And I've ordered the same ones before. I went to my Amazon orders from a couple years ago and ordered literally the exact same ones. So they are some of the most comfortable ears I've ever worn. The Disney ones, while they're so cute, they give me a headache. They pull a little too tight right here, and I always end up with a headache. But these, I've decorated many pairs. They come only in a 12-pack, so if you buy one, you're buying 12. But it's still way cheaper than buying one pair in the parks. So we ordered these, and our plan was originally to do white flowers. No, we were going to do green flowers with a white bow. However, when we were shopping yesterday, we went to Michael's and then we ended up at Joann's, and I had already been to AC Moore, and then I got a couple more things at Target. So we were all over the place trying to find, oh, Party City. We also went to Party City. Trying to find the right stuff for these ears. Let me tell you, green flowers don't exist. There were a couple of green options at Joann's, but they weren't the right green. So our shirts for that day are going to be black. I designed them on my cricketing software. It took me like 10 hours to make the file, so they better turn out cute. I think they will, pretty sure. But the ears need to be perfect. So green flowers didn't exist, so we needed to reevaluate our entire plan. So we found these white flowers. Let's see. They're kind of hard to see, but yeah, there we go. These, I like to place them super close together. I will try to record us actually making the ears tomorrow. I might combine it with this, but I also might make it a separate video, so we'll see. We're also going to be decorating magic bands tomorrow if we have time, so, you know, I'm going to put all that together in some videos. So, white flowers. And then we decided, okay, well, we'll do a green bow. So, I'm a terrible bow maker. First of all, my sister always makes the bows because I just can't do it. Like, they don't look right. So, when we went to Party City, just because we were looking at Michael's, and Party City is like 3 stores down, and Michael's wasn't really, they had these string lights, and we were like, oh, well, that's cute. But maybe Party City has something similar, cheaper, or whatever, so we'll just go check Party City. So we came across these. They're actually bow ties, but we're going to snip the bow tie part of it off because it's just like an elastic that goes around your neck, and we're gonna glue it right onto the ears. So it'll be white ears with a green bow. So we got that, and then we figured we needed a little more green in the ears. So this, I was sitting here cutting these off of this thing. They were on this. This is not what they are intended for. I think you're supposed to use them as decoration. But thought those were cute little 4-leaf clovers. So we're gonna put these like in the flowers. We're gonna probably cut them down. I don't wanna cut them down too much, just in case, however we end up using them, we'll just cut them as we need them. So, got those. Then we also, Carly got this fanny pack that we are going to decorate with the cricket. I'm not a fanny pack kind of gal, at least not one like this. I have a Mickey one that if I were to wear a fanny pack, that's what I would wear. But I like my little backpack, which I brought on my last trip. So if you saw my packing video, which I will link up in the cards, I talked about that backpack there. So I'm bringing that backpack. Yeah. And then we got these socks, which are super cute. So, thought these were adorable. I don't know if I'm going to like, I don't know how I'm gonna wear these. Carly's gonna wear them all the way pulled up. It's gonna be hot. Okay, it's not gonna be Florida hot, but it's gonna be hot compared to the like 10-degree weather that the wind chill is making it here in Maryland. So, I'm thinking these are gonna be a no for me. At least not pulled all the way up the way she's planning on wearing them. But they're super cute, so we bought them. We also got some festive necklaces. So, I'm gonna wear that. And then we got another bow. The string lights, we are going to try wrapping them around this part and then they'll light up. I don't know how if that's actually gonna work. We're gonna try though. We'll see how that goes. But we can always return them if it doesn't work. And then at Party City, we got these tattoo bracelet things. So we'll do that. Those are cute. I'm Irish, but like, you know, not this Irish. It's just fun because we're going to Epcot. So, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then we got these. They're actually for nails, but they're little clovers with gems. But we were going to put them like here or something. I don't know. We're going to do something with them. And then we got these to kind of go in the flowers as like a little green accent. So just to like bring out the pop. And then these could also go on your face too. I don't see a reason why not. Probably not the best, but like for your skin, but we're just gonna roll with it. And then I was not shopping anymore for this in Target. I was actually getting t-shirts, but I stopped in the dollar stop because why not? And I found these tattoos that are super, super cute. So I want ready for shenanigans because I love that word. That's a good word. So these were only $1, so I was like, there's 2 sheets of at least 8. Yeah. So, $1. So, while I cut this stuff off, they're attached, the little clovers are attached in 3s. So, I was just going to talk to you about our plans while I cut these off. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So, if I'm looking down, that is why. But, I digress. So, we're flying down right now as it stands. Whoa, hello. So, as of right now, we're flying down at 1:45 on Saturday, the 16th of March, which is next Saturday. Our flight is supposed to arrive at like 1:45 to 4:15. I think it's 4:15. And so we are both Disney pros. We're both annual pass holders. I was a cast member, blah, blah, blah. You all know this. But we anticipate being at the hotel by probably 5:30 at the latest. When we get to the hotel, we are going to literally drop our bags with Bell Services and get on a bus to Magic Kingdom. We were just gonna go for the fireworks because originally our flight was at like 4:30 and then we were getting in at like 6:50 or something like that. But we were able to switch to an earlier flight. It was only like $10 more to change. We fly Southwest, so there's no change fees. It's my favorite airline. 2 free checked bags, which I will need considering I'm going to be there for 10 days. I need those 2 bags. So going to get off the bus, get on the Magic Kingdom bus, and head over. We ended up making fast pass reservations. We weren't going to because we were getting in so late that it was going to be like time to get a spot for the fireworks, and then the park's open till 11, so we would have did some stuff after the fireworks. But now that we're coming in a little earlier, we made some fast passes. I think we're doing all the mountains. Pretty sure that's what our fast passes are for. I don't know. So we'll watch the fireworks. I don't know where we're gonna watch them from. We're definitely gonna watch once while Carly's there from in front of the castle. When I was there in January, for the first time, I actually watched from the train station, which was an awesome view. I don't know if that video has gone up yet. I don't think so. Maybe I'll post that this week. But I filmed the vantage point from there, so if you want to see that and the video is already up, I will link it in the cards. If not, I'll come back and do it later. But it was really cool. There were no heads in front of us. We did have to get there over an hour early for there not to be people in front of us because it's a popular spot to watch the fireworks from. So you do need to be there quite early. But it all worked out. So I don't know if we'll watch from there or down. The ideal spot, like where this show was like made to be watched from, is actually the hub grass. That's where you'll see best and where the fireworks line up the best. So that's another good spot that I watch from frequently. When Carly's not with me, probably watch from Fantasyland. I don't like all the people. I really don't. It's too much. Just not into it. So I like to watch from Fantasyland right behind the carousel because the fireworks are shot off from 2 places. It might be more than 2 specific places, but like they look like they're coming from 2 different areas. One of them, it's behind Tom Sawyer Island. So if you're familiar with Magic Kingdom's layout, Tom Sawyer's Island is next to Haunted Mansion and kind of like between Haunted Mansion and Big Thunder. So when they shoot them off there, it looks like they're behind the castle, or they are behind the castle. So, but they also shoot fireworks from in front of the castle, like literally from the castle. And like the different parts of the castle that you can't really see. So, the cool thing about watching from the carousel is that what was I gonna say? Oh, there's fireworks literally all around you. So like if you look up, there are fireworks in front of you and behind you. I like to sit by the stroller parking for Enchanted Tales with Belle. There's never any strollers there because all the little kids are watching from Main Street where there's 900,000 people. And you can sit on the little curb, and if you sit facing Seven Dwarfs or facing Enchanted Tales with Belle, if you sit on the side on the curb, you can just turn to the left and turn to the right and see everything without spinning in a circle. So that's nice. So we'll probably watch the fireworks from there. We are staying at Boardwalk that night, so my room schedule's a little nuts this time. The first night we're in a standard room at Boardwalk. The second night we're at a standard room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So that's Sunday night. Monday night we are in a Savannah View room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Tuesday night we're in a Boardwalk view, which is actually a Spaceship Earth view, but they don't tell you that. You can see the Boardwalk, but I'm in it for Spaceship Earth. The Boardwalk view is Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night I'm at Port Orleans Riverside in a Royal room, and Thursday night back to Boardwalk in a Boardwalk view room, and then Friday to Monday I am in Saratoga Springs in a standard room. So, doing a lot of moving around, not necessarily by choice. This trip was booked last minute for Disney Vacation Club purposes, so I'm kind of all over the place. But these are all, with the exception of Boardwalk, these are all new resorts to me. No, not Boardwalk, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Boardwalk's new, Saratoga is new, Port Orleans Riverside is new. I've stayed at French Quarter. This is actually the last moderate that I need to complete the moderates. So, I'm excited about that because it's on my bucket list to stay at all of the resorts, which I'm almost done after this trip, so that's fantastic. What was I saying? So, after this trip, I will have almost completed that bucket list item, which is pretty cool. But it's a lot of resort hopping. So, on Sunday, we are going to Hollywood Studios in the morning. Hollywood Studios, for me personally, is like a half to 3/4 day park. It would be more of a 3/4 day park if I felt the need to watch Fantasmic every time. I think it's a great show. However, it's just like not up there on my to-do list. If I don't get to it, I don't really care. I'll probably try to watch it this time because I haven't seen it in a couple years. I would just personally rather go to Magic Kingdom and watch Happily Ever After over and over and over again. So that's why I don't usually watch Fantasmic. But I'm going to be there so long that maybe I'll watch it. So we're going to Hollywood Studios in the morning. We're going to sleep in because on Saturday night, after the park closes at 11, we're going to go back to Boardwalk to Jelly Rolls, which is the dueling piano bar. Lots of fun. I went there once in October, and it is lit. So we're going to go there, since it's super convenient since we're staying there. So we're going to sleep in a little bit, like in Disney terms, so like, we're not going to rope drop, but we're not going to sleep till noon either. We're riding, I think we have fast passes for Toy Story Mania, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along. And what the heck is our other fast? Oh, Tower of Terror. So, I also need to meet Edna and Mike and Sully because they literally started doing meet and greets the day we left in January. I was really mad, actually. So that is like top of my priority list. And Carly has not been to Toy Story Land yet, so we're gonna do all those rides. And once we do all the Toy Story Land rides, we're trying to get lunch at Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. Carly wasn't gonna come until about 3 weeks ago. She decided that she actually was going to come. I was going to be going solo completely the whole time. I mean, I have like a bunch of friends down in Orlando that I'm going to visit and hang out with, and like we're making plans and all that, but I was going to be like soloing the whole trip other than that. But now Carly's coming and I'm very excited. So, I have finished declovering. So now I'm going to pull the flowers off while I talk. So, what was I saying? I kind of need something to put these in. I'll just make a pile. Hold on. Okay, we now have 2 bags of clovers. This is way more than we will ever need for 2 pairs of ears, but we'll find something else to do with them. So now I'm going to pull the white flowers off. I'm just trying to make it easier for tomorrow. So, as I was saying, the morning we will be at Hollywood Studios. We are trying to get reservations for lunch at Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. I went there in last June for lunch and our whole family loved it, all 12 of us. It was an extended family trip. There are not 12 of us in my house, but sometimes it feels like it. So around 3-ish, we're shooting for walking over to Epcot or taking the boat, you know, whatever strikes our fancy in the moment. Just so that we have enough time to fully explore what the festival is offering. For those of you that don't know, Flower and Garden Festival starts on the 6th, which I believe today is the 4th. So I guess it starts Wednesday. I don't know how many more flowers we're gonna need. We'll just roll with it. So 3 or 4 o'clock, we're gonna go over. We're going to walk by way of Norway, get a return time for the Frozen ride. I should do a full video on the DAS service. It's not for everyone, it's for people with cognitive stuff going on that prevents them from being able to wait in super long lines. I'll make a separate video about that, talking about my experience with that. It has been a lifesaver for me personally. It was really beneficial for one of my other family members, but I'll talk about that in another video. But basic premise is you go to a line, you ask for a return time, and you still wait. You just don't wait in the queue. You come back after a certain amount of time. So if Frozen has a 60-minute wait, we will come back 60 minutes later and then go through the fast pass queue. But we're still waiting in the line, just not in the line. Anyway, stay tuned. So we're gonna walk that way, get a return time for Frozen, and go ride Space to Birth like 3 or 4 times, obviously. For those of you that don't know, I used to work there. So I'm obsessed. It's fine. I now have all these white flowers. So, just so you know what I'm doing here. And after we ride Space to Birth, we're going to see if any of my old coordinators are coordinating, and if they are, we're going to see if we can... Oh, that's not good. So usually when I make ears, the flowers are kind of attached by this little plastic piece that goes onto the stem. These appear to be too small for that, so I'm going to have to cut these. Hold on. So, we're going to see who's coordinating illuminations, and if it is one of my old friends, perhaps they will invite us to come to the Fast Pass area for the show that night. We'll see. Otherwise, I think we're going to watch from the UK or France because, or not France, the UK or Canada because it's St. Patrick's Day, so the UK sounds like a logical place to be. These flowers that I'm cutting right now are not for St. Patrick's Day. I'm just making other ears because why not? So we're gonna ride Space to Birth. We are going to completely ignore the topiaries in the Future World half of the park. We're going to come back to those on another day. And then we're going to go drink around the world, which I've never done. I don't know if Carly has done that. This is my first St. Patrick's Day being 21. When I was down for my college program, I was there for St. Patrick's Day. But I'll talk about that in a minute. So after Illuminations, we're just going to walk around the world, look at all the topiaries in the showcase, try some of the festival food. I made a printable checklist of all of the food and beverage options for the festival. So if you're interested in that, I will leave it linked down below. In order to print it out, you have to sign up for my mailing list. I don't send that many emails. It's just Disney news and promotions and all that fun stuff. So it's worthwhile information, worth a read, but you can unsubscribe at any time, blah, blah, blah. But there is a email printable. So it lists all of the food and beverages, and including gluten allergy markings, vegetarian markings, and kid-approved markings. For those of you that don't know, I have a gluten allergy, so that's important to me. I have quite a list of things that I would like to have. I think we're going to end up sharing most things because we want to try a lot. And you can't just eat all day long. I mean, I guess you could, but I'm a little broke for that, to be frank. So I think we're going to share most things and eat quick serve. Well, we'll probably just eat festival food for dinner. And then after Illuminations, we have two options. Well, we're definitely going to Disney Springs and we're definitely going to Raglan Road. I believe it's open till 3 a.m. When I was on my college program, I did go to Raglan Road for St. Patrick's Day. You did not have to be 21, and it was a lot of fun. Raglan Road is owned and operated by a family that owns a pub in Ireland. So it's like super authentic. We went there for the first time in January, and it was absolutely delicious. They had the best gluten-free onion rings. So I know I'm getting gluten-free onion rings there. And then they have live music inside and outside. If you don't want to spend money, I think that it was either a $25 cover or you had to spend $25 per person. I don't really remember. But for some reason we stayed outside, and it was one of those. We didn't want to spend money. So, I think that we're probably going to do the same thing this time. Not so much because we don't want to spend the money, but because we don't want to be kind of tied to Raglan Road permanently. I believe we want to check out Wine Bar George and the Edison. We are meeting my friend Kaylee. I don't know what her work schedule is not quite out yet. She's a cast member at Magic Kingdom right now doing another CP. We met on our CP. I think I bought way too many blue flowers. So I'm not going to cut all these. But she's going to be meeting up with us at some point, whether it's at Epcot or it is at Disney Springs. And she said that the Edison is fantastic and has not been to Wine Bar George, which opened last spring. I think it opened last May. And none of us have been there. So that is up there on the to-do list. The Edison, I think, opened late summer, early fall of 2018. Have not been there either. I remember when they were building it, though, and signs started going up for it way before it opened in 2017. And it looks really cool. I've seen some stuff on Facebook. So we don't want to be tied to one restaurant because we kind of want to wander as we see fit. So we'll hang out in Disney Springs, do whatever it is you do on St. Patrick's Day, and then we will go back to the resort and sleep until we wake up the next day. Carly wants to go to Magic Kingdom, but well, we're going to Animal Kingdom at night because I still haven't seen Pandora at night. I always go to Animal Kingdom first thing in the morning and then end up leaving by dinner time because I don't ride Everest. I will ride it. It makes me a little sick. So I'll ride it if someone else wants to ride it, but like when I go with my mom, neither of us really cares. So, and it's the only thing back in that area of Asia, so because we don't do the Nemo show either, it's too long. I can't sit that long. I know a lot of people, it's like their favorite thing in Animal Kingdom. It's not mine. It's too long. And Finding Nemo is actually not my favorite movie, so that has a lot to do with it, I'm sure. But it just doesn't make sense for us to walk all the way back there when we could go to Magic Kingdom instead. So we usually do a morning in Animal Kingdom and then end up in another park, generally Magic Kingdom, as I do with everything. But now I would like to see Pandora at night. So we have, I think we have Flights Passage Fast Passes. I don't know. If not, we'll get in a return time or wait in line or something. Whatever. So Carly wants to go to Magic Kingdom in the morning, but I suspect that we are not waking up early enough for that to make it like worthwhile. That night we're switching to a Savannah View room. So I kind of want to spend some time at the resort, but we'll see. if we end up at Magic. What else can I tell you? If you guys have any recommendations, I know some of you are going to beat me to the festival by like 10 days. So, if you go to Flower and Garden Festival in the next couple days, let me know what I need to eat, what Carly and Kaylee need to eat, because they can eat a lot more than I can. If you have a gluten allergy / celiac, let me know what your favorites are. We don't know which I have, we just know I have the one. We're thinking it's celiac, which is not good, but whatever. It is what it is. So I have to be very careful about eating anywhere, especially at a place like a festival, because the way the food is prepared, it's all prepared together, especially for the festivals, in those small little kitchens. And a lot of times if you're at a sit-down restaurant or a quick service restaurant, they can omit some things from it, like they can substitute a gluten-free bun on a burger or make special chicken fingers or whatever. But it's not that easy when it's a festival, because they are working with those tiny little kitchens. And everything is pre-made off stage and then comes on stage to be served to guests. So, we're going to see how eating at the festival goes. I got these gluten digest pills that are supposed to help if you have like a gluten intolerance. I think they make it so you can eat gluten. I do not have gluten intolerance. I have a straight up allergy or celiac, which means I get really sick when I have gluten. So for me, these pills just kind of lessen the symptoms. I've used them a couple times. They seem to work. I will link them down below in case you also have a gluten allergy and would like to check them out. I've eaten at 2 or 3 restaurants now taking them. 3? I think 3. And the thing is, you don't know if you would have gotten sick without them or what. So, I can't really say if they work or not, but worth a shot. So, if you have a gluten allergy, let me know how the festival goes for you. I didn't eat anything at Food and Wine because I just didn't really get around to it. And we left the day Festival of the Arts started in January, so I didn't try any of that. There's one thing, I forget where it is, but it's some sort of mixed berry, like, kind of like a pound cake sort of thing at one of the stands that is gluten-free, and I'm super excited to try that. I told Carly I'm not sharing that, because it sounds delicious. And if you know anything about gluten-free stuff, cake is not usually very good, but I'm optimistic. So, everything gluten-free is just really dry, unless it's like something that's naturally gluten-free, like meat. I can eat most meat, all meat, unless it's got stuff in it. So like, I think there's a pork thing that I can have, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And I might end up having to eat from a quick service restaurant just because it's safer. I gotta figure that out. I haven't thought that one through yet. But anyway, I think I'm finishing up these because I don't want to cut too many of these blue flowers because I don't know how many we're gonna need. And I want to be able to return whatever we don't use. And once I cut it off, I can't return it. So I'm gonna cut off the rest of this batch and then call it quits, I think. So let's talk about what I'm making. So we're making the St. Patrick's Day ears tomorrow. We have made some magic bands already. I'm going to do a full video on magic bands. I still have a couple more to make. Because we have a ridiculous amount of resort reservations, we get a magic band for each and every one of them. Carly, I think, got 4 magic bands. Kaylee and I literally got 1 of every color. So, I've been decorating them gradually. I think we're going to try to finish magic bands and ears tomorrow. I don't know, I'm going to make these blue ears. I don't know what Carly wants to do, if she wants more ears than that. But I have a Cricut which cuts out vinyl that you can put on stuff. And so we're also making St. Patrick's Day shirts. I don't want to give them away. I don't know if I'll do a video on them, only because maybe I'll save them for the vlog. They're super cute, and they took me like 10 hours already just to make the file to cut out. So if that's any indication as to how dedicated I am to these shirts. So making shirts and magic bands. Every time I go since June, when I started cricketing, well, I started cricketing last spring, but I keep saying I'll just wear the shirts I have, I'll just wear the shirts I have. I have a new shirt picked out for every single day. So looks like I'm making a bunch of shirts, which of course I will share with you. And then I'll do a magic band video showing the magic bands that I made, and I'm also going to show you how I'm doing a couple of these last ones. And I'll do a vlog about making these ears. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I get all this stuff ready. I know I basically just rambled about our plans, but you know, shared some information I hope you found helpful, and maybe helps you make your game plan. If you will be in Epcot on St. Patrick's Day, I will see you there. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you're going to be there at all when I'm there. I am going to do an Instagram controls my day, so make sure you're following me. I'll leave the link at the top of the description box so you can follow me there. And with that, I'm gonna go because it's getting pretty late. So I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow, and we will make some ears. Thanks for watching. Bye.